Penn State finally gets the job done. 28-10, the Nittany Lions defeat Michigan State on the road, and it's just kind of a euphoric win. Look, both these teams were on 6-game losing streaks entering the year, and one of them came out with a win finally. The first Big Ten win of the year for Penn State. First win for interim head coach Terry Smith. First win for Ethan Grunkemeyer as the starting quarterback, and really, it wasn't the prettiest win for most of the day, but at the end, Penn State got it done kind of in the way that you expected Penn State to win games all year. The running game was elite behind Katron Allen. He went for a career-high 181 yards, just absolutely leaning on the Spartans' defense in the second half, behind an offensive line that really figured things out, put things together. They actually came out all together, all five of them, Nolan Rucci, Anthony Donko, Nick Dawkins, Venga Ioane, Drew Shelton, all five of them marched their way into the media room to talk to us afterward, and we asked them, like, what are you doing here? Why all five of you? And you said, well, we're a unit. We're a unit. When the unit gets going, you want to all have credit together, and that was a pretty fun look for that team. We haven't seen anything like that before, and they all come in, and Ethan Grunkemeyer is up on the podium talking to us, and they're all coming in. They're going, yeah, Grunk. It was a very clear representation that this team was in need of a win pretty badly. Obviously, it's been more than 2 months since their last win over Villanova, and they finally got it. Terry Smith got picked up and carried to midfield for that post-game handshake. He got a Gatorade bath, and he said afterward, this feels really good, but I just feel so happy for my kids. Calls them his kids. He compared himself to a parent all night, and look, this has not been an easy situation for him. This has been, his boss for 12 years got fired midway through the year. This is a guy who is a Penn State letterman and has poured pretty much everything he has into this football program, and finally gets the monkey off their back and gets a win today. Ethan Grunkemeyer was not anything special necessarily, but he was very efficient, and he completed a 75-yard touchdown to Devontae Ross on a pretty play action. Ball was about 50 yards in the air and just absolutely on the money. Ross carried it in the rest of the way. Longest passing play for Penn State since the 2023 Peach Bowl. A lot of you probably remember Tyler Warren scrambling after a tipped ball in the Peach Bowl against Ole Miss. It's just enough, Like, the passing game has not been very good for most of the season. They looked better against Indiana last week, and then today, Grunk only threw the ball 13 times. But he has that big completion. As Terry Smith said, it backed the defense off just enough to give him some room, and the play action was money as well. And then Katron Allen just really takes over in the second half. The defense, on the other hand, looked like it might have been a shaky start. Very first play from scrimmage for Michigan State, a 57-yard touchdown run where Penn State was just manhandled up front. The double teams were better for Michigan State, and you're saying, okay, here we go. Maybe they're going to lose again to the one game that you thought was going to be gettable on this schedule. But they really turned it around. They sacked, I got to get his name right, Alessio Milivojevic 5 times. One was a strip sack at the very end that turned into another Katron Allen touchdown. Darius Dixon had a sack, shared it with Zion Tracy, another great corner blitz for Jim Knowles. And then you also have Denai Dennis Sutton, who has his first multi-sack game of the year with 2 of them. And he also blocked a punt today, his 3rd of the season, which ties him for the career record at Penn State. Dominant performance for Denai, and but at the end of the day, they only gave up 10 points. They barely gave up 150 yards after that opening touchdown. Penn State's defense really dominant the rest of the way. They won this game, finally, after so long. They won this game playing the way we thought Penn State would this year. Dominating ground game, aggressive pass rush, and pretty good coverage over the top. Finally, they put it all together. Terry Smith gets his first win, and what really is just a feel-good moment for everybody on this team.